And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the New York Yankees. All eyes on this team and what they've been able to do with their bats recently. Been ripping the cover off the ball.
Yeah, the way they've been putting up runs, it honestly looks like they've been taking BP out there, Boog. Excellent timing with their swings and clutch with runners on base. You name it, they're doing it. But can they keep this pace up today? That's what I want to find out.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. Getting the nod on the mound, Shohei Ohtani. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
Bo Jackson, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Strike three. It's a strikeout for Ohtani. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Swing and a miss. The Rays are looking very strong so far this season.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on two different teams that had a 600 winning percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Gloss sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Jose Altuve.
Well, this is a player that's, hit over 300 for his career in terms of batting average. And being able to do that, that is extremely good bat-to-ball skills that he's had for a long time. He's just got a real consistent approach, uses all fields, and he's got a game plan when he comes to the plate. So let's just keep our eyes on him. I think it's pretty hard to take your eyes off of him.
Josh Gibson stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Gibson matched a homer in his last game. And that misses. And now 2-0. Right through there for a strike. This one in the air. Neto. And that's the 3rd out. Tampa Bay nothing, Yankees coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back in New York. And on the mound in this one, Rube Foster. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. Some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind him. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Lou Brock leading things off and takes a strike. And we're looking at one of the greatest base stealers of all time standing at the plate, the incomparable Lou Brock. That one not close. And that's ball one. Until Ricky Henderson came along, Brock was the king of the stolen base. His record stood for a long time. And he lays down a bunt. And that's just foul.
When I think about Brock, I always think about the Cubs trading him to St. Louis when he was just 24 years old. I got a feeling they regretted that one just a little bit. Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now Craig Biggio. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. One out, base is empty. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Off the mark there. Now 2-2.
2-2.
That one out to right. Settles underneath it. Hauls it in, 2 away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Jim Edmonds.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Lou Gehrig stands in now and watches strike one. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 down, nobody on. Got him! Rusty Valentine rings him up. Down in order go the Yankees. We played an inning, no score. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Ohtani back to work, and that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Here comes the 0-1. Misses the sweeper.
Bergen, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Willie Stargell now at the plate. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. They got it for out number 2.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Mike Schmidt. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And a big swing and a miss.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes. He's an intimidating presence in the batter's box. I mean, even when he's swinging and missing, I still don't know how confident pitchers are that, hey, when he walks to the plate, this guy's an out. I know there have been some tough times, but I think each pitcher knows that, yeah, I could be the guy where he gets everything right and he hits it 500 feet.
No doubt. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Leaps at the wall, and he's got it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's some real power at the plate. Jim Edmonds. Edmonds with another scorching run of play lately. Drilled out towards left center field. Henderson on the move. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Now it's the right fielder.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
0-1 down.
Ball 1.
Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
And that one is in the dirt. And it's 2-1.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Got him swinging. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
So 2 down now, and here is Troy Gloss. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's the Yankees catcher now. And that's in the dirt. The 1-0.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
That's a ball.
Zach Neto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Gloss off of first with 2 away. And that one in the air center field. Griffey gets under it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And a big swing and a miss. Lindor went deep in his most recent game. And that's their first base runner of the game.
He seems to have lost a little bit of focus on executing that pitch right there, not staying through the target, and clearly not the release point he wanted.
And now, Ricky Henderson right through there for a strike. Henderson working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Now the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Just outside. Ball 1.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
In the dirt. Three-two. This one popped up. Neto gets under it. Brings it in. 1 away.
Batting up, the pitcher, Foster.
Rube Foster digging in now. There's a strike.
Well, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Way out front for strike 2. Man at first, 1 away. That one misses. Going to count 1-2. Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and no swing, says Jerry Hillsdale.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends her packing.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Bo Jackson. Caught looking his first time up. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes a nice running catch. And that is that. The Rays strand just the one, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here in New York, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. Little chopper rolls foul. And that is out of play. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is late, and they don't get an out on the play. Siggy, that was a close play, and it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog, and tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame them for wanting to take another look.
Well, they've decided not to challenge it, and so he is safe at first. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Fastball for a strike at 95. That's a hit. Junior gets it back in quickly, and 2 on now as they try to rally here.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
So digging in, Lou Brock. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Neto on second. Ohtani at first with no outs. In the air, left field, down the line, and Ricky Henderson the grab.
Now batter, second baseman, Craig Biggio.
Here's the second baseman, Craig Biggio. He's 0 for 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Fought off foul. Two on, 1 out. In the dirt. But no advance from the runners. And they're all loaded up.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. Golden opportunity right here. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Right through there. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
And here is Jim Edmonds, and that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-2.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back for more from the Bronx. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Altuve. And that misses off the outside edge. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Josh Gibson stepping in now. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And that one fouled off. The Rays still looking for their first hit in this one. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Edmonds makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Now up for Tampa Bay, Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And it's 1-1.
1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's off the inside corner. 2-1. This one high in the air to left center. Brock gets under it. Brings it in for the third out. On to the bottom of the fourth now. Still with no score. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for the Yankees, number 66. There's a strike. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
And up next for New York, Troy Gloss. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Just missed. Next one misses. 2-1. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. The next offering misses. And now it's filled up 3-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already. So he's got a good pace going, no doubt. And now the catcher comes up to hit. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Foster winds and fires. And another ball. That one down the line, and foul ball. Got him looking, and he strikes out the side for the second time today. So the Yanks go in order. Still no score. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, ready now for the 5th inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Willie Stargell. Ohtani back to work. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
If you're trying to come up with the ideal clubhouse presence and team leader, Willie Stargell pops. Probably the best you could possibly do.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. And you talk about Stargell's leadership. I don't think there's ever been a more close-knit team than that Pirates squad of the late 70s. And he was the heart of that team. Remember that team's theme song, Sister Sledge? We Are Family? That one missed.
Starter
Two
brought
balls,
home the
one
title
strike.
for the Pirates in 1979, and it was more than just his leadership. Listen, in '79, he won the National League MVP, the NLCS
Here we
MVP,
go.
and the World Series MVP. That's a huge season and one for the ages.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
At the plate, Mike Schmidt. 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Inside. 1-0.
He's
1-0.
great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That's a strike.
Pretty rare location
1-1.
right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One-two now.
That's
Just
a ball.
misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially
We
with
got
2
time.
strikes.
Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Lindor, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. Fastball is outside. Two down, nobody on. Hit hard, base hit.
The left fielder, number 24, Ricky.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Ohtani will depart. Just 1 hit allowed. He was excellent. And we'll have the new pitcher for you when we get back after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Brian Baker.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
And stepping in for the Rays, Ricky Henderson. Flied out his first time. Inside, just missed. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Couple of singles back to back. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Go ahead run on base. Rube Foster next to hit for the Rays. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Line drive. Gets down, base hit. Lindor rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Jackson.
First and second, 2 outs. Jackson digs in now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Fastball for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Andrew Chafin getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Kittredge, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Traffic on the bases with one already in, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for the Yankees, Zach Neto. That's in for a strike. And that's in for a strike.
0-2.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So now a pinch hitter, Nelly Fox.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at-bat in this game.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That misses, and the count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Just off the outside edge. 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Lou Brock stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. There goes the runner. Ground ball up the middle. Throw over to Stargell. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And next for New York, Craig Biggio. Cut on and lifted in the air. And it falls. Here comes the throw. The tag. And he's out. But 1 run does score in the play before the inning ends. So they get 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors, no one left. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Andrew Kittredge.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And that drops in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next
One
offering
ball,
way
two
off the
strikes.
plate. Movement in the Yankees pen. Rob Dibble preparing to come on if needed. Alexander also throwing. Fouls it off, still 1-2. This to third, gloss. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
Now batting, catcher
Josh Gibson getting ready to hit. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
He's got it, and there's two away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Time called. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Junior, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the sixth. He swings and fouls one off. That one inside, and the count 1-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. He'll do it himself. Rays retired in order. So they go quietly there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. All tied 1-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the sixth. And here is Lou Gehrig. And Gehrig hit cleanup for that famed Murderers Row lineup as the Yankees were rolling off one World Series title after another. That one fouled off.
Gehrig hit behind Babe Ruth in those Murderers Row days. They both have tons of power, but their home runs had much different trajectories.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
While Ruth hit these high towering fly balls out of the park, Gehrig just crushes line drives into the stands. I mean, he hit absolute bullets.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Next pitch misses. 1-2 to count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
In the air, left field. And Ricky Henderson the grab, and there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jim Edmonds. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
One down. And now the right fielder.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Left center base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Now at the plate, Troy Gloss. In there at the knees. That's strike one. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foster kicks and deals. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And here's the catcher. First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a foul out of play. Fastball is outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Line drive. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. So they strand a pair. 7th inning coming up. All tied 1-1. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Rob Dibble on to pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Francisco Alvarez. He'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now pitching and batting number 13.
Willie Stargell now at the plate.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
Up and in, and that is ball one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And that one missing low.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
next offering upstairs. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And a strike.
3-1.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Edmonds settles under it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting the third baseman,
Mike Schmidt next to hit for the Rays. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Go-ahead run on base. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Francisco Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Just off the outside edge.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Pickoff throw.
He's safe.
Right through there for a strike.
Ball.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Ricky Henderson will hit next. 1 for 2. Time called. Check swing, called strike. In the air, right field, and that'll do it. One left for Tampa. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. David Robertson.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Fouled off down the right side.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Good horizontal movement on that curveball right there, and just enough to get him to chase it. He placed it just off the corner, and that's one of those where a pitcher says if he's going to miss, he's going to miss off the plate. So really good job. Great pitch for the punch out.
And up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. That one finds the corner, and that's strike one. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Lou Brock. 0 for 3 in this one. First offering, and it just misses. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And that is that. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. Score remains deadlocked at 1. New pitcher now, Scott Alexander.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 52, Scott Alexander.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rays, Mark McGwire. He represents the go-ahead run. Just missed. In there at the knees, and the count 1-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Cade Smith getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Ball to strike, and misses inside.
Ball 3.
Bo Jackson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the 3-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Hit slowly on the ground. Jumps, throws, nicely done for the out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. It does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Now it's the right fielder, Bo Jackson. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one finds its way through.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
Little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or another.
Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Outside with a breaking ball. Here's a 1-1. Runner on the go. There's a ball.
1 strike.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late. Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Pickoff move to second. Jackson dives back in safely.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Runner goes again. Oh, he gloves it. Well, a great effort, but he can't get the out, and now the go-ahead run is on base.
Protecting with strikes on him and putting the ball in play speaks to cutting down the strikeouts, shortening up with 2 strikes.
1 down, runner at first. Here's the catcher, Josh Gibson. That one finds the corner. Strike 1. Alexander, a 6'2 southpaw, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Altuve, the base runner at first with 1 out. Foul ball there. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Count full.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
On the ground to third, but it kicks foul. foul ball, and it remains a full count. Gibson crushes this one deep to left. That's back. Gone. Big Dog's gotta eat. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Scott Alexander done for the night. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Now on the bump, Andrew Chafin.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
No, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Now a chance for Willie Stargell. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a base hit up the middle. And that extends the inning.
Now batting the third baseman, Mike.
Now it's going to be Mike Schmidt. He's been a great free agent sign. And ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Two outs. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Aroldis Chapman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Craig Biggio stepping in now for the Yankees.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
There's a strike at the knees.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And the 0-2. Hard hit left side. Lindor on to first. And they get Biggio for the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Lou Gehrig. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And a foul ball. The Yankees looking to rally. One down, base is empty. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Edmonds in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pitch is in there. And now it's even 1-1. Late on that fastball.
That was straight queso right there.
Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him out. Yanks held in check. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. We go to the 9th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Chafin back to work. Swings through that.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Ricky Henderson digs in now. 1 for 3.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
That's out to center field. Edmonds settles under it. Squeezes it. And there are 2 down. Pinch hitter coming on. Nolan Arenado looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. And it's fouled away. And now 1-2.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping them in striking distance.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Brock makes the play, and it's out number 3. Offense held in check there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Rays 4 and the Yankees 1. Mason Miller on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And now the right fielder. This guy with big time power and an elite defender. Miller, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Foul ball. Strikes him out with 101.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Gloss in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Next pitch is downstairs. The Rays leading by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-2.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
The Yankees going with a pinch hitter, Garrett Mitchell.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Brew. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
And a foul ball. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of inning number 9. Strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Good eye right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only one out remaining.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So up next, Zach Neto.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
Right through there for a strike. The Yanks down to their final strike. That missed by a lot, and that's ball one. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And they'll do it again. Right side, hard hit. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Rays take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.